CJ, here we go. Another One Man's Trash trivia contest where if you get the answers right, you send it to CJ, you can pick one of our wonderful gifts. I mean, it is cleaning out our basements, but it's all good. Like, people are really enjoying this. And I think there is an opportunity here to add to, if you're a baseball collector, add something special from CJ and I.
Without a doubt. I think 6 items remaining, and it's been fun to do this and see people get involved. And the reality is we're all competitive, right? We're sitting at home right now, and I think the idea of answering some questions, some trivia questions that might take a little bit of work, it's just fun to do anyway. So you get to have fun and also take some junk off our hands.
And maybe charge us for shipping and handling.
And get in, what you kind of do is get in our pocket a little bit. All right, so 3 questions again. You know how it works. Answer the 3 questions. Answer them correctly. If you've already won, you are not eligible for this. If we know you personally, you are not eligible for this, but send your answers to me at CJ Nitkowski. Here are your 3 questions. What are the most at-bats in a game without a hit? This goes back to 1906, the service that I use to search stuff. We can only go to 1906. The most at-bats in a game without recording a hit.
I remember looking this up years and years ago. Actually, it was last year because there was an extra inning games in San Francisco that I swear to God was never going to end.
All right, who was the last player to record 6 or more hits in a 9-inning game without any extra base hits? It's happened actually a few times in our game, but who was the last player to record 6 or more hits in a 9-inning game without getting any extra base hits? Your hint, it happened in 2004. That's the last time that it happened. 15 years ago, I guess 16 years ago now, there was a player that got 6 hits in a game, all singles, which is, I mean, incredible. I mean, are you happy or are you sad? I mean, 6 hits are 6 hits, I guess.
I'm happy, but some like stats geek is going to be like, oh, look at the OPS on this one. The weighted rating on that game wasn't even that high. This guy had 3 doubles. His 3 doubles were valued way more than 6 hits. Shut up. 6 hits is 6 hits.
Nice slugging. All right, and so here is our last one, as we always call these, Who Am I? This one's a little bit longer. Pay attention. As always, the greatest hint is at the end, but perhaps maybe you can get it a little bit earlier than that. Okay, here we go. In 1996, I was signed out of the Dominican Republic by the Texas Rangers. I spent the first 8 years of my 16-year big league career pitching in Texas as both a starter and a reliever. I picked up my first big league save in 2002 after throwing 7 innings of relief in a game in Baltimore. The final 8 years of my career, though, is when I really established myself in the big leagues. From 2010 to 2016, I pitched in 439 games. I had a 2.40 ERA. Among qualified relief pitchers over that time, only Craig Kimbrell and Kenley Jansen had a better ERA than me. Despite my accomplishments and earnings of nearly $50 million, I had never been an all-star in my career. I pitched in 20 postseason games for both the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers, but perhaps I am most famous for a first-pitch changeup I threw to David Ortiz in the 8th inning of Game 2 in the 2013 American League Championship Series. I was the 4th pitcher of that inning and entered the game with the bases loaded. Ortiz's home run tied the game, and my Tigers went on to lose the series. Who am I? You got it, Spilly?
No.
There's a lot in there.
There's a lot of stuff in there. And
how
I'm
about
like,
that? $50 million, never an all-star.
Gosh, I'm trying to think of all these different players because I've watched him play, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Faced him.
It's a good name. I actually played with this guy as well. I mentioned the first 8 years of his big league career happened in Texas, but the past 8, he was much better, became a name. But crazy to think, right, that first of all, for those 7 years, 2010 to 2016, he had the 3rd best ERA among relievers with at least 400 games pitched, is probably a better way to phrase it, which is crazy. Right behind Kimbrell and Kenley Jansen, but never made an all-star team, not once. And made better than $50 million in his career. Never made an all-star game. And, you know, relievers can usually sneak in here and there. But the pitch, that changeup that he threw to David Ortiz back in 2013 in the ALCS, Game 2 that was, one of the more popular pitches I think ever thrown. It certainly was by him. Most people might remember him for that.
Crazy. All right. So there you go. There you have it. Hopefully you pick something good, whatever's remaining. Send your tweets to us, too.
And go Ironman.
Go Don Brasco. Go Lions. 頑張ってお願いします。